I would like to quote, if I could, Glenn Adams from the other day. Glenn said, "We cannot and will not be afraid to be a greater community." And today, Fayetteville and Cumberland County is a greater community. Our mayor, of course, has served several terms many years ago on the city council. He's in his second term as mayor. And as I walked in today, Nat, I thought of the word commitment, because that's what you've shown over your lifetime. When you folks leave the day and you walk outside, right on this wall is a plaque dedicating this building. And whose name is on that plaque but City Councilman Nat Robertson. So it's an honor and a privilege to introduce to you our great mayor, Nat Robertson. Nat.
Thank you, George. That's perhaps the nicest eulogy I've heard. A special thanks to Reed Ryan and the Houston Astros, our baseball committee, along with Karen McDonald and Doug Hewitt and the staff who's worked so hard, Jason Fryer, who has lived and breathed not only the Fayetteville team and the stadium, but you had your own life going as well in baseball, and we certainly appreciate your work. You know, a new downtown baseball stadium will serve as a catalyst for economic development here in Fayetteville. It'll benefit not only downtown, but the city as a whole, as we pump not only private money, or not only public money, but private money also, by the tens of millions of dollars into the development of downtown new offices and residents that will complete the project in the coming years. Very proud to be part of this renaissance that will actually bring about 250,000 people a year to downtown. That's a conservative estimate. Over 70 games, plus the activities, the concerts, the shows. It'll house some of the festival events from Dogwood Festival and others that we celebrate downtown. And the great diversity that the city has is going to be elevated and magnified by the new stadium. This team, the Fayetteville team, will be playing other team members in the Carolina leagues, to include Winston-Salem and Myrtle Beach, Wilmington. We look forward to making those road trips as well. So, with that being said, I'd like to introduce our committee chair, the baseball committee that the council had formed, several months ago, and that's our Mayor Pro Tem Mitch Colvin, who will then introduce Councilmember Larry Wright. Mitch.
Good evening. Such a wonderful day here in Fayetteville, a transformative day for our community. I'd like to thank the mayor for his leadership and what he's shown during this transformational time. I'd like to thank the committee members, Councilmember Larry Wright, who will be coming shortly behind me, Councilmember Deviere, Councilmember Jim Arpin, his professional staff, and the entire city council and the county commissioners for being great community partners with us. As the mayor reiterated, we're looking forward to millions of dollars worth of investment into our community, hundreds of jobs, and a better life and a higher quality of life for the citizens of Fayetteville that we represent. And today, Fayetteville steps into the league of a destination place, and I hope that the trend continues. Again, thank you for all your support. Thank the community. Thank the Houston Astros for their commitment to this community.
Good evening, everyone. It's a great day to be a resident of Fayetteville, North Carolina. Thanks to the Astros bringing a Class A team, this is truly an exciting day. The opening of the new downtown stadium will provide residents the opportunity to take a great professional baseball game in, to visit our restaurants, our shops, to tour our downtown museums and parks, to enjoy the concerts and take the kids even to a splash pad that may be provided at the stadium. And the list goes on and on and on. I am quite certain this stadium and the baseball team will just add to the reason Fayetteville will become a destination in the state of North Carolina. With this venue brings yet another thing our residents can do to entertain themselves and their families without having to travel outside of the city of Fayetteville. My thanks to the Astros and our baseball committee, our council, the county commissioners, and all the residents and private investors that are making this opportunity possible. I'm excited today to officially say, let's play ball.
Of course, I know we all want to thank our city manager and city attorney for their efforts. Of course, we want to ask John Hopkins, who's the president of the Carolina League. John, come on over. While John's walking over here, he's been the Carolina League president since 1984. He's been in minor league baseball since 1976. He's a graduate of the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, lives up in Shelby, and still lives in Greensboro. John, we're glad to have you with us.
Thank you, George, and good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. I can't tell you how excited I am. I know for most of you, this is your first look at me, but I've been keeping up with the events here, knowing that you had a very energetic and visionary city council and mayor, and that Reed Ryan would represent baseball well. And I also knew that Jason Fryer, who I also know well, were doing a great job. So you heard George say that I've been around since 1984. One of the things I've learned in that time is when not to stick my hands into something that's coming together very nicely, and that's exactly what I did here. The folks here did the heavy lifting, and they worked hard in that kitchen. I know it wasn't always easy. They worked hard in a hot kitchen and prepared the dinner, and they're serving it here today to the community, and I get to come along at the last minute and sop up the gravy. So I'm very happy to have the opportunity to be here, and I do want to agree with something the mayor and the council members have said, is that I've seen it from Delaware to South Carolina. This will be an impetus for growth and development in your downtown area. Having a baseball stadium there is proven. A proven tool to help develop and enhance, even if you already have a very nice downtown. So I'm just very happy to be here. I congratulate the city. I know a lot of cities that don't recognize the potential and don't appreciate the value that minor league professional baseball brings to the community. So thank you. It's my great pleasure to be here. I can't tell you how excited I am. Can't wait for 2019 or 18. When is it? 19. Okay.
It's a real pleasure to introduce the president of the Houston Astros, Reed Ryan. Think about this. From bat boy for Astros to president of the Astros, he understands baseball from the ground up. He's got 3 great kids. His son is the first left-hander in the family. And Reed was a pitcher for Texas and TCU, the University of Texas. He's been an owner and a founder of minor league teams. He became the president in 2013 of the Astros. And I guess the best way to put it is baseball is in his DNA. We're blessed to have him and his team, his affiliate here. This will be a transformational moment. You're right, Larry. And so it's an honor and a privilege to introduce to you the president of the Houston Astros. Come right ahead, Reed.
Thank you very much. Well, thank you very much. I got to speak a little bit in there, Mayor. Thank you for the opportunity for that. I want to start by saying on behalf of the Houston Astros ownership group, Jim Crane, our CEO and chairman of the board, and the rest of our owners, thank you, Fayetteville, for this opportunity for the Houston Astros to come be a part of your community. I feel like the guy that's seen a movie and everyone else is going in the first time, and I already sort of know how it ends. Whatever your expectation level is of this club, I promise you we're going to exceed it. The transformation of downtown is going to be something to behold. The memories that are going to be made at this ballpark, the quality of life the citizens of Fayetteville will get to enjoy, I promise you will exceed expectations. I got into this business in my late 20s when we started a team in a suburb of Austin, Texas. And it was during the first year there that we had an usher one night, unbeknownst to me, that wheeled an elderly gentleman out to his car with his wife, and he was probably in his 90s. And when he got to his car, he noticed that he had a Purple Heart license plate, and he thanked him. He said, "I appreciate all your service." And I know we have many military, ex-military members here. Well, unbeknownst to me, about 2 months later, I got a letter from this man's wife. He had ended up passing away shortly after that. But that night on the way home, he told her that all his time that he had served made him proud to be an American, to see that many people in that community coming together for love of family and community. And that's what we're going to experience here in Fayetteville. And the Astros are proud to be a small part of that. David Lane will be leading our staff, and we're going to be having an office here very soon. We're going to be hiring some people from within the community. We're going to be bringing some people from outside the community, and we think it's going to be a really fun mix to see this staff develop and become an integral part of the Fayetteville community. And so I always like to say, with all of our clubs, from the big league level all the way down, we want to be one of the most active corporate partners in this community, and we look forward to building those relationships and setting roots down here very quickly. Thank you very much.
Mayor, go right ahead. Go right ahead. You might note that these pens have baseball bats on them.
Here's the good news. My name's not on these. Oh, gotcha.
Y'all don't know where to sign, I'll do it for you.
We got it. We got it.
You ever seen so many orange ties?
Thank you.
Don't worry about that big hole I just put.
Just don't kiss him.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right.